confirmed that a teenager killed this morning was a person of interest in the murder of a 12-year-old whose body was found in a trash can. Philadelphia police say 𝚂𝚻𝙸𝙺𝙴 was shot in the head and his body wrapped in a plastic sheet and a blanket. His body was found in a dumpster on the 5500 block of Cherry Street on August 23rd. Investigators say he had been dead for at least one full day, possibly two. As far as the homicide victim from earlier this morning, police only say he was between 18 and 21 years of age. Just after 1 o'clock this morning, someone shot him repeatedly on the 5400 block of Poplar Street in West Philadelphia. No further information.
Oh no. A 12-year-old was shot in Philly? Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Let me see. Don't tell me one of our children was murdered in North Philadelphia. Don't tell me that. Let me look this up real quick. I hope that's not true. 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 1 day ago. 1 day ago. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wait a minute. 𝚂𝚻𝙸𝙺𝙴 was found wrapped in plastic and a blanket, shot in the head in Philadelphia. Oh my God. Rest in peace to 𝚂𝚻𝙸𝙺𝙴. Rest in peace to my 12-year-old little brother, 𝚂𝚻𝙸𝙺𝙴. Rest in peace to my 12-year-old little brother, 𝚂𝚻𝙸𝙺𝙴. Oh my gosh. An investigation is underway after a body of a 12-year-old boy was found in a plastic container last week in West Philadelphia. 𝚂𝚻𝙸𝙺𝙴, the young boy, had been found dead for 1 to 2 days before the Philadelphia Housing Authority sanitation worker found his body discarded. They initially picked up the container on August the 22nd at Haddington Homes 5500 block of Cherry Street. The truck was driven to a housing facility where it stayed overnight. The next day, the worker traveled back to Cherry Street to get more trash, and that's when a plastic container overturned. During the drive, the container overturned and the remains of a male were observed inside the container. Police said Bernard was found wrapped in plastic and a blanket, and he was shot in the head. After homicide detectives canvassed the neighborhood, handing out flyers describing the victim's clothing, Bernard's family came forward and made the positive ID. He was only 12, brutally killed, put in a trash can. The focus is the apprehension of those involved in a senseless death. At one point, the boy was in the care of the DHS Department of Human Services, but not at the time of his murder. Sources tell Action News he was not reported as missing. He was not reported as missing. No arrests have been made. Anyone with information should call the police at 215-686. Tips. Anyone with information on the murder of 𝚂𝚻𝙸𝙺𝙴, 215-686-TIPS. He was once in the care of, rest in peace to him. Was he a homeless young man? Was Hezekiah homeless? We need more information. Was he homeless? Did he have all his organs in his body? Did he have all his organs in his body? Did he have all his organs because he was under DHS supervision? Was he a sexually trafficked young man? Because he was under DHS supervision, was he a sexually trafficked young man? Nobody reported him missing. That makes me think he was a sexually trafficked young man. He may have been an organ execution. He may have been an organ execution. Or he may have been a homeless child. Rest in peace to 𝚂𝚻𝙸𝙺𝙴. We are at war, African people. We are at war, African people. We are at war. They're killing our women. They're killing our boys. It was the ancestors who overturned that dumpster. It was the ancestors who overturned that dumpster. It was the ancestors who overturned that dumpster. If that dumpster doesn't get overturned, we never know Hezekiah is dead. If that dumpster never gets overturned, we don't know Hezekiah was dead. If that dumpster never gets overturned, we never know that Hezekiah was dead. That was the ancestors. 𝚂𝚗𝙺𝚂𝙸𝙺𝙴. 𝚂𝚗𝙺𝙂𝙸𝙺𝙴. 𝚂𝚗𝙺𝙂𝙸𝙺𝙴. Brothers and sisters, we are at war. Protect the children. Protect the women.